good word because of the health side of it, which is pretty cool. And then just people having fun with it and looking 10 years younger. So we're really grateful that you're here, coming all the way to Iowa, and welcome, Sarah Robinson.
Thank you.
So, thank you. Thank you for being here.
My first meeting being introduced as Sarah Robinson. I'd like to start my meetings off just kind of sharing with everybody who I am really quick, and why I'm here, why I'm in front of you, why I know Kelly. My journey in network marketing actually started 10 years ago. When I was 18 years old. I just turned 29 last November, or last month. So it's crazy for the journey that I've had. But a little backstory is when I was in my junior year of high school, a friend of mine, his father was affiliated, he was an attorney for an elite modeling agency in South Beach. And he set up a meeting with me, and I went and met with some of the recruiters, and they said I could be a supermodel, and you know, every 17-year-old's dream that's abnormally tall is to be a supermodel. So I went against my mother's wishes, and I dropped out of high school, and I moved to South Beach at 17 years old, and I joined the #1 modeling agency in the world. I saw a lot of success in my first year. My first plane ride was to South Korea. It was just the coolest experience. You know, I come from a very poor family. My parents got married at the Salvation Army. I went to Salvation Army camps in the summertime. I ate Salvation Army food. I wore Salvation Army clothes. There were 7 kids, 6 girls and 1 boy. All 6 of us were in 1 bedroom. So I just remember when I was young, I always aspired to be something. I remember just praying to God, just saying, one day, God, I know I have something bigger. So I thought this was it. I thought I was going to go into this industry and kill it. So the devil got to me. The pressure to be thin, I developed an eating disorder. And I struggled with it for 3 years. Extremely bad eating disorder, very severe. So when I turned 18, I stopped modeling. My mom pulled me off, brought me home. I was devastated from driving back and forth from Stuart, Florida to Miami. It's 100 miles where I lived from Miami. Driving back and forth, I got so many speeding tickets. I lost my license. I had no high school diploma. So I moved home just defeated. Okay, so 18 years old. I'd already been dating Devin for about a year, who's now my husband. And I come home, I move back in with him, and he's like, all right, Sarah, you gotta focus, refocus. You know, Devin is just an amazing guy. When he was in college at Florida State University, he got cancer as well. It was a Wilms tumor, a pediatric tumor on his kidney, the size of a softball. And they had to remove his kidney, nick his spleen, and the surgery. And long story short, he was like 1 in 100 million. The doctors didn't even understand how he had this pediatric tumor at 21. He went through 8 months of chemotherapy and graduated his senior year at Florida State while fighting cancer. So he had his issues as well. So when I moved home, I had no car, nothing. The only thing I could do really was go get my GED and go be a waitress up at the Shell's restaurant and walk back and forth from my mom's house to the Shell's restaurant every day. And I was just going to start over, you know, had a positive outlook. One day, Devin came home in July from a lobstering trip in Fort Lauderdale with his Uncle Bob with a bottle of juice. And I'm just thinking, it's free, I'll drink it. Yeah, I didn't think anything of it. I didn't have much experience in network marketing. I knew my mom was in Amway or Maluka when I was really young, and that's really all I saw, is that I smelled tea tree oil all the time, and that was about it. I didn't know much. I didn't know the history of it. So a couple weeks later, Uncle Bobby called us up and was like, Sarah, Devin, you know, this thing's going to be big. You know, I don't know if you guys have any plans, but Sunday, my sponsor, Charlie Cow, wants to stop by your house. We were like, okay, well, I'm going to Sandbar that day, so I guess I could stop by. It's an excuse to see Devin, so I'll just go by. So I come over. Oh, I hadn't yet moved in with him. So I come over, and Charlie shows up, and I call my mom. I'm like, Mom, come. I'm not going to sell juice. Like, I need to figure out what I'm doing in my life. I'm not selling juice. Come over. So my mom comes over. She was about to file bankruptcy for the 2nd time in 10 years and had just pulled money out to consolidate her credit so she wouldn't have to file bankruptcy. So I knew my mom was out of the question. But she had a little money in the bank. So my mom sits down, Devin sits down, his brother's there. Charlie walks up. Anybody saw that 8-minute video they used to show a bunch of years ago, the story of Monavie? Pops in an 8-minute video about juice. My mom stands up, says it's the most exciting thing she's ever seen. She wants to get in. She wants to buy 48 cases. Every penny she had in her bank account and maxed out the rest of her credit cards on juice. I'm nudging her, Mom, you're crazy, don't do this. She's like, Sarah, I see it, I have a feeling, something's speaking to me, I have to do this. So I guess I had ignorance on fire after that day. I had no other choice. That's all we had left. That's all I could do. So I just got excited. We had tons of product. I had a phenomenal leader, and there was a big event coming up. And people ask me, what do you give your success to in network marketing? And it was those three things. I got started right. I had tons and tons of product. I had a great upline, and I had a huge event to plug into. The company was only 6 months old, and from that one meeting, I went diamond when I was 19 years old. My husband went black diamond, and that's, we made about $10 million collectively together in Monavie in 10 years. And then his brother went blue diamond, and my mom went blue diamond. They both made over $1 million in the business. So we saw a lot of success. I got to travel the world. And then about 4 years ago, Devin and I said, let's take the money that we've made and let's go start a couple other companies. So we started a blueberry farm, a bamboo farm, and a apparel line called Farm Life. We are farmers to our soul. We love it. And then we have a row crop farm in Georgia. So to say we're busy is an understatement. We just got married this year. We have a 2-year-old, and life is good. So I hear a lot of people who will come to me and say, Sarah, I just have this guy, or I'm never going to do this kind of thing. I'm not going to do it again, or I'm not interested in direct sales. I've heard things. Well, I'm opposite of that. I've seen success in network marketing, and then we took a hiatus to start traditional business. Anyone in here have a traditional business or have ever been a part of one? It's a lot of work. It's very stressful. And so back in June, right before I heard that Janess was buying Monavie, I was looking to get back and started in it again because I wanted time freedom. It doesn't matter how much money you have. Being rich isn't having money. Being rich is having time to spend with the people that you love. And I had no more time. I hadn't been on a date with my husband for a year. The only date I went on was my honeymoon. We were just so busy. All I did was work and work and work and work. So I wanted that freedom that network marketing direct sales gave me. And so when I found out that Janess was purchasing Monavie, I went right in, looked at the company, set up a meeting with the owners. I'm blown away with the leadership in this business. The products are unbelievable, and I'm going to get into that. So that's kind of where I'm coming from. So you understand who I am now, and I'm going to go ahead and get on with the flip chart. What's really great is this business, when you sign into it, they give you everything you need to start. Now, I hadn't done a presentation in 4 years. Speaking in front of people is the #1 fear in the world. People rather get burnt in a fire than speak in front of people. Okay, so even, I'm human. I'm sweating right now. This is my 90th meeting since June. I'm still sweating, okay? And so it's very normal. But what's great is they give you the tools that you need to do this. So what I did is I started out by inviting my babysitter and my best friends from the church, and they came over, and I put this up on my computer, on my TV, just like Kelly's doing, and they send you the same thing, a tabletop version with bullet points. And I just read through the bullet points and gave my testimony on how the products are making me feel. And that's how I found so much success in the last couple of months, just using the tools that they give me. So the word Janess does mean youth or young in French. I love the word. It's so funny. I still have problems spelling it sometimes. I was putting it in my Periscope, and I forgot to spell it. I had to look it up. It's a wonderful name. I love the name. It just rolls off the tongue. Someone called it Juanice a couple weeks ago. I was like, no. So one team, one family, one Janess. We are one family, and that's what I really love about this business and some other ventures I've done. That's your team. That's my team. Don't plug into that system. It's not like that in this business. Everybody works together. And I love that aspect of it. I met a girl last night who was signing in the business with me. I met her when I was in Kansas City. She was turned on by it. She's a little bit younger than me. She's moving out to Irvine, California, where there's a huge group growing up there I'm not affiliated with. But she's more than welcome to plug into their system and to their team's meetings. So I'm so excited about that I could potentially have business in California. So that's what I love about this business, that everybody works together. As team stands for together, everybody achieves more. Here's the founders, Randy Ray and Wendy Lewis. From being in modeling, I had chances to meet a couple celebrities, and for some reason that just never tickled my fancy. I never get nervous. But when I walked in and met them for the first time, just from knowing their history and what they've already done with this company, I was shaking. I was so nervous to meet them because that intimidates me, like real people who are really making a change in this world. There's actually some pretty cool stories about Wendy and Randy. When Randy grew up in a very poor family in West Tennessee. His father was a sharecrop farmer. He would talk about how he'd have to eat dirt to fill his hunger pains. You know, at least I had Salvation Army food. The guy was eating dirt. Okay, so then when he graduated high school, his mom really pushed education. He joined the military to get a college degree, graduated from college with a software development degree, and he went to NASA. Now NASA they didn't pay by the hour. They paid by the contract that he landed. His first contract he landed was $9 million when he was 30 years old, and he developed a software that helps launch the space shuttle. So that's unbelievable. They still use it to this day. He also developed the software for the fastest jet in the world, and they still use that today. So he left NASA and he started a software development company. And during that time, it was when medical records were going from paperwork to computers back in the 80s. So he met Wendy, they got married, and they started a medical software company. It was #1 for 8 years in the United States. Sold that company. Started another software development company, as well as a network marketing company that they've had for the last 25 years. The software development company they found a niche in network marketing. So what they got to do is they got to build all the back office, the compensation plans, the shipping, the background for the shipping, everything that a company uses, websites. They developed all those software for the network marketing companies, so they saw all the do's and don'ts. You know, over 700 companies start in the United States every year, network marketing companies, and only 2 of them make it to their second year. 2 of them. So you've got to be careful who you're getting involved with. You've got to do some research in this business. So you can go to the next slide, please. This is Randy and Wendy's son. This is Scott Lewis. He's pretty much the reason why we've been able to break into so many countries. What Randy and Wendy did is, instead of launching in the United States, which 99% of companies do, they start here in the United States and they branch out into other countries. Well, what happens is you have a huge growth, and then once that growth plateaus, they take all their resources and they go overseas. Well, Wendy and Randy didn't do that. They saw all these other companies fail doing that. So they went over to California, found 4 business people, and went over to Asia, Taiwan, China, Hong Kong, and started launching their business over there. And in the last 5 years, they've opened up in over 120 countries, and they just launched the United States last year. So how cool is that? We are already shipping to over 121 different countries, and we're just now starting in the United States. So you're not going to have to worry about that. We're going to go up and crash. They have built a foundation for us that's seamless. When you know how people say, oh, you make money while you sleep? You can do that in this business by signing in markets in other countries. I actually made a call today to a guy who was in business with me years ago from Minnesota, who has a huge Hmong background in a database, and signed a whole bunch of people in our business. So I'm going to be presenting the business to him next month in Minnesota. I'm going to fly up there just to meet him. So you never know who you're going to meet, who on your contact list. You can pull up someone. We're just launching Canada right now, so that's pretty cool. So that's what Scott Lewis, he's our Chief Visionary Officer, and he's the future of Jeunesse. And the guy, they all work tirelessly. They're actually in Hong Kong right now. They're over in China doing meetings, big events right now, filling domes of people over in China as we speak right now. So you can go to the next one, please. So that's just some of the countries. Now I'm going to introduce the Youth Enhancement System. What I've seen is a lot of people, when they're getting involved in this business, is they introduce it as a skincare line. This is not a skincare line. We have the #1 skincare line right now in our industry, but this is a youth enhancement system. When people ask me, what do you do? I'm a part of a company that I'm part of a company that's launching a youth enhancement system in the United States market as we speak. A youth enhancement system, what's that? You want people to ask you questions. Okay, so that is what this our product line is. We have everything to help you look and feel younger from the inside out on a cellular level, and all of our products work together in unison. None of our products work against each other. If one of our medical advisory board, one of our doctors or physicians presents a product to our youth enhancement system and it does not work in unison or work on a cellular level, they deny the product. So that's what's really great. Okay, and I'm going to go through each of these products, but I use every single one. I have used every single one. I love them, and people see that when I talk to them. They know that I'm using the product. So if you're struggling with this right now, the main reason might be is you're not really on the products. You have to take the products. This is about telling a story. We just actually put new packaging together, and you can see this product can go in any spa, can sit right in Macy's, but the thing is it needs a story. You can't just, people don't understand the growth factors and the stem cell technology. That's why the best products come from network marketing, direct sales businesses, because they deserve a story. I buy tons of products from network marketing companies. I do. Okay, I'm not selling. This is the only one that I'm actually a part of distributing in distribution, but the best products come from that. Okay, so we can go to the next slide, please. Now, Dr. Nathan Newman, he is a world leader in stem cell technology formulation. Dr. Nathan is an amazing guy. I got to meet him in Singapore. Janess sent me on a free Black Diamond trip within the first 2 months that I got into the business, and or a diamond trip. And it's just profound what this guy knows. He's a dermatologist and cosmetic surgeon in Beverly Hills, and his claim to fame was at first with the stem cell technology is he would notice that when women wanted fat transfer in his cosmetic portion of his company, when they wanted fat transfers, they would take fat from their body and move it to their eyes. And in medical school, they taught them to use a sterile syringe, sterilize the fat, and then put it under the eyes. Well, he was thinking, well, there's stem cells. The best stem cells come from healthy adult fat. Why, if I'm using a sterile syringe, am I going to sterilize the fat? It's your own fats, your own stem cells. So he stopped doing that, but every other doctor was sterilizing it. So when he started doing it, the results for these women was unbelievable. You could not get an appointment with this guy for years to get this procedure done. So that kind of spiked his interest in stem cells. And before the government even allowed stem cell research, he was already dabbling in it. He was just so, it piqued his interest so much. So I'm not a doctor, obviously, I'm a farmer. So I'm gonna go ahead and let you watch a 2-minute quick video on the stem cell technology, and then we'll go ahead and move on.
Aging. This is a topic that literally affects everyone. But what if there was a revolutionary solution? The answer? Stem cells.
Stem cells are basically our fountain of youth. This is what maintains our body's reparative, regenerative abilities. As we age, every cell breaks down and needs to be replaced, and what replaces it is the stem cells.
By using stem cells, a company has developed a special growth factor complex that heals our cells and slows down the appearance of the aging process. The process begins with the search for the best stem cells in the human body. The stem cells are found within the body's fat layer. By using a sterile and specialized syringe, doctors extract a mixture of fatty tissue and a group of healthy stem cells. Laboratory technicians then separate the stem and fat cells by using a centrifuge system. From here, the stem cells are placed in a petri dish and given food they need to grow. As the cells grow, they multiply quickly, filling in any gaps or holes. This is very similar to how the body heals wounds. During this phase, the stem cells release a chemical signal, or what is called a growth factor. Growth factors are the cell's language. This is how thousands of cells communicate, enabling each other to do one vital function: repair and regenerate tissue in the body. Growth factors are the critical ingredient used in a revolutionary youth-enhancing system developed by a global leader in this technology. The company is Janess. The state-of-the-art product is Luminess.
Stem cell technology is very important to medicine and to the cosmetic industry because it's allowing us to deliver to the body exactly the same growth factors, the same signals that it needs to repair and regenerate the tissues.
When Luminess is applied to your skin, it's like the same process that the stem cells go through in the petri dish. Growth factors in the Luminess products talk to your body's cells. The result? A healthier, much younger, better-looking you.
Right. So just to put it in my terms, basically what happens is they take the cells from healthy adults, take the fat out, then they feed the stem cells food that it needs to regenerate, to make new stem cells. But what happens is when those stem cells start to make new stem cells, they release a chemical called a growth factor. So what happens is they harvest those growth factors from the live stem cells, and they put over 200 growth factors in our products, per product. Okay, so are there stem cells in this product? No, you're not rubbing healthy human fat on your face, okay? You are rubbing growth factors on your face. People, and it could be a controversial thing, so it's good to know that, because people are going to ask you, where do they come from? Are there stem cells? No, they are growth factors. This product works. The reason why he developed this product, and this doctor developed it, we brought this doctor on board. Janess did not make this product. That's what I love that they're doing. They're not in the lab making things up for us. They're going and they're scouting the top doctors in the world and getting them on our medical advisory board and giving us patents to their product. And then in return, they're obviously going to reap some reward from that. But then he has more interest in making our product better. They actually just launched a new night cream. Unbelievable. You can feel it working. And so basically the process is you wake up in the morning, you wash your face with a youth cleanser. The cleanser is the only product in our skincare line that does not have growth factors in it, because you're just going to wash it off. And then you apply your cellular rejuvenation cream. You can go ahead and go to the next slide. There are over 200 growth factors in the serum, and you apply it in the morning and at night, twice a day. If you're using toners, please stop using them while you're on this product, because the toner will kill the growth factors, okay? Is that what you're doing?
I do it, yeah.
Oh, see, you learn something every time. I actually just learned that at the last convention. So yes, stop using toners, because you're basically putting them on and then immediately just stopping them in their tracks. So, so the serum in the morning, and then you apply your daily moisturizer. It has SPF 30 in it. You need to moisturize your skin. It's very important to put that on in the morning, and it protects you from sun damage. And then at night, you rinse your face again, apply the serum, and then apply the night cream. What I like is this, it's simple. There's no like weekly scrub or a toner, or you don't need it with this. What I do use is a brush. You know, those Clarisonic brushes has helped me tremendously since I started using it. And then we also have some body renewal that has the growth factors in it. The ultimate lifting mask, you can see results instantly. You can feel your skin getting tighter. Anytime I'm going to do something like I'll do a mask, and you should only do it about once a week. So the mask is phenomenal as well. We just had a great deal on these two. We'll have really good promotions they do where you get the product, the Black Friday sale we just had. And they're actually doing a deal right now. Wholesale cost of the serum is $89. And then we have an instant ages product I'm going to talk about in a second. Here it is. Which is a cosmetic product that takes your wrinkles away in 2 minutes. Typically, if you're buying just the serum, it's $89 plus shipping and tax, comes to right about $100. Okay, right now you can get both of these for $74 plus shipping and tax. Unbelievable. So if you're looking for a good Christmas gift, I promise you, whoever you give this to, they're not going to be disappointed. All of my sisters, this is what they're getting for Christmas. Okay, so, and the people I really want in my business. I've never gotten a gift before, but they're getting that this year. So, Luminous clinical results. This is an independent third-party laboratory study. 100% of people would recommend these products to their friends and family. There's a 30-day money-back guarantee. You can send back empty bottles of this stuff. What do you have to lose? That's what I tell people. There's so many people out there. I had rosacea, but I never had skin issues before I had my daughter. Well, guess what? Guys, you're lucky, but after we had kids, they ruin us. They just we just changed. It just changed me. My skin was terrible. It was dry. I worked in a tanning salon for 3 years in high school. My skin was damaged. I was 28 and I looked like I was 38. Okay, so ever since I've been using this product, my rosacea has gone completely away. All right, that's what's really great. I mean, I'm not making any medical claims, but since I've started using it, I have no more rosacea. Okay, I'm not saying I cured it, but it's just not there anymore. So 87% of people felt that their skin looked younger, 87% of people felt an improvement in skin smoothness and luminosity, and 74% of people felt an improvement in their skin firmness. I have a picture in my phone that I'll show you guys afterwards. I have a woman, she was definitely late baby boomer age, and she used our entire youth enhancement system for 6 weeks. She literally looks 15 years younger. You could just see her skin is lifted, her fine lines have been removed. Scarring, that's why he originally developed the serum. That was the first part of our product, that when we actually bought the patent from him for the product line, he only had the serum. And he developed that strictly for burn patients and scar victims. So if you have any women C-section scars, I have a girl in South Florida who had a scar across her head, and you can barely see it anymore. Steve and Gina Merritt's grandson had a soft spot on the top of his head when he was 10 months old and had to get surgery, cranial surgery, where they cut his head from here to here. And when they got the product, that she only got, the mom, or Gina Merritt gave her the 7-day serum before they got their product in. She said within 3 days of using the serum, you could already see a difference in the scar, and by the 7th day, the scar was almost gone. Now, mind you, he's a baby. They heal faster, but could you imagine putting that on your grandson and just seeing results like that? So now that their granddaughter, that their daughter is in that community of women, you know, you go to the hospital, you become part of those Facebook pages, you meet people. So when she's sharing the product with people, instead of giving them a full 7 days of the serum, she told me at the last event, she's like, Sarah, she goes, if I send someone a 7-day serum, they won't even buy the product because it takes the scar away that quickly. You know, but that's not realistic for an adult, but for a baby, that's how fast it's working for these little kids with these scars on their heads. So she sends them a 1-day packet. So that's what's really cool, is this product really works. My girlfriend has hellacious acne. You can go to the next one. Go to the next one. These are just fine lines. They've seen at least 50 to 60%. Her skin, since we were young, she's my best friend, one of my bridesmaids, twice as bad as this. And at my bachelorette party, she showed up. I had just become part of the company for about 2 months, and she showed up to my bachelorette party. She walks and she goes, so, why haven't you given me some of this skin stuff, Sarah? I'm like, well, Amy, I don't know. You kind of were annoyed with my last venture, and I didn't want to annoy you. She goes, annoy? She goes, Sarah, obviously this stuff works. Why haven't you thought of me? I'm mad at you. I'm like, but she has a really bad problem. Like, she's had to get on Accutane, and it's just the scarring from years of terrible acne. Wears 3 layers of makeup. I feel so bad for her. So I said, here, I gave her like 6 7-day things. I sent her the serum for free. She's my best friend. But then she got in and got a kit. And when I tell you her skin is close to flawless, almost all her scars are gone. She's been on it since July. It's unbelievable to see how this product is working for people. It works is the point I'm trying to get across to you. But you can see after 21 days the difference it's made in her skin. Fine lines, crow's feet. Almost all my fine lines are gone on my face from all the tanning I did. You can go to the next page, please. Go to the next one. All right, our next product is Instantly Ageless. This is like my magic trick. That's what I call it. It's a cosmetic product. It's just like our permanent lipstick we put on in the morning, and 8 hours later, it's not there anymore. This is not a anti-aging product as far as like our serum. Okay, it's a cosmetic thing, but it's awesome. All right, there is not another product in this industry that works as fast as Instantly Ageless does. In our last venture, we had a bottle of juice. That worked. That's why we were so successful. But it would take anywhere from a week to 2 weeks, sometimes a month. Now that's between $35 to $135 worth of product that you would have to share someone for them to get their feeling. Now it worked. And people stayed on that product and are still on that product. Over 10 million people where the auto ship a month are still using that product. Or a week, sorry, a week. So, but what's great is this is 12 cents per sachet, per little packet, and you could rub it on their eyes, and within 2 minutes it takes away 10 years worth of aging scars. There was that girl that had the scar on her forehead. She could put that, so let's say she's going to a party or on a date or just out for the day. She at first would put that Instantly Ageless on her scar, and the scar would disappear for several hours. So it's just pretty awesome that we have something that works so quickly, and everybody wants it. Everybody at least wants to try it. Okay, it's just a conversation piece. And that's pretty much, it's like the key that unlocks the door to the store. It's what people come, they see it and they want to know, well, what else do you have? Okay, this is temporary. Would you like to see something that will take your lines away forever? Okay, so that's kind of how I lead with that product. Do you want to go ahead and show? Has everyone here seen the 2-minute video of Instantly Ageless? Yeah, we've all seen it? Okay, then don't worry about it if they've all seen it already. But I used that video on a date. I sent it to 2 people last night. If I'm meeting you, and they ask me, my magic question is, what do you do? Like, wait till you hear. You know, it's just, people see I'm excited and the product works. And I carry, you can see I just pulled this out of my purse. Anywhere I go, airplanes, the mall, with my daughter, anywhere I go, I bring these with me. I bring 2 packets. I always give at least 2 packets to someone. I mean, come on, it's like $2 worth of samples. I give it to someone because 9 times out of 10, they might use it wrong the first time. There's a process. That's why I really like those cards you had made, and I have cards made as well, but just not that nice, where it gives instructions. Because not a lot of times if you're in the middle of the mall, or last night I was sitting at the restaurant with this girl that I met, she's not gonna let me rub this stuff on her face while she's got, fully makeup. But there is a process, so make sure when you hand this to someone and they call you and say, hey, it didn't work, they probably used it wrong. So they have another sachet, you can talk them through using the product and see how it really does work. Okay, so we'll go on to the next slide, please. This is our Reserve. It's an antioxidant fruit blend. I love the Reserve. It's kind of the convenient version of our Monavie product. What I like about it is it's also got aloe vera in it. You know how Asians have that beautiful hair and that beautiful skin? Well, in their culture, they drink aloe vera every single day. So I love that we have that in this product. You take 2 of them a day. 2 packets a day is equivalent to over 300 bottles of wine, equivalent to 300 bottles of wine. That is not, I can't even talk right now. The resveratrol the resveratrol that's in 370 bottles of wine. I gotta write that one down and read it off the paper. Okay, so resveratrol is there's some amazing studies that they're doing right now on resveratrol. It comes from the skin of the grape, and that's why in Italy they barely have any heart disease, because in their culture they drink wine every day on their siesta. They go home in the middle of the day, they have a glass or 2 of wine. That's why I had one before we started tonight. I didn't take my Reserve today. But what's great is you can take 2 packets of this and get well over what you need per day. And they're saying that it's helping people with Alzheimer's. And on a 60-minute study, if you haven't watched the video yet, please take the time and watch that video. The science they have behind us. They're coming out with a pill, these doctors that they say could be available 10 years from now, that will make a 75-year-old man feel like he's 30 years old again. Okay, so resveratrol is a very powerful ingredient that you can put in your body every day that will just blow your socks off. And it's equivalent to 50 pounds worth of fruits nutrients. How many of you who are not taking our products eat 13 servings of fruit a day? No, nobody, right? And even, now I'm a blueberry farmer, so I can tell you one thing: don't trust what you're eating. Just saying that. It's not what it was 20, 40 years ago. Okay, what we're doing to our food these days is actually very sad. Okay, so even if you are used to eating your 13 servings of fruit a day, if it's not organic or you grow it in your backyard, 9 times out of 10, it's probably not that good. So what's great is they have the acai berry, the pomegranate, the grape, and all the stuff in there where you can take every day and get your filling of fruit and vegetables. Finity. Finity is a phenomenal product. I feel like our whole company could be run just with this one product because there's nothing else out there like it. Inside your chromosome, inside your cell, there's chromosomes. Inside that chromosome, there's something called a telomere. What telomere's jobs are to tell your cells to reproduce. Okay, every 5 years, did you know you're a new person? You have all new cells. Most of you probably do because you're doctors and nurses. Okay, but every 5 years, you're literally a new person. You have all new cells in your body. So every time a cell splits and it starts to reproduce, what's telling your cells to reproduce is the telomere. Well, when you're young, you're 2 years old, like my little daughter, your telomeres are long and they're full and they're doing their job. Well, when you get older and we're putting all this crap in our body, we're eating processed food and we're stressed out, those telomeres, the caps of those telomeres start to go away. And when those telomeres die and they stop working, guess what happens? You age, you get disease, you get sick, and you die. Okay? So what's great is this product, I am FDA approved with patents. The people who came up with this product have won, the 3 different physicians, the doctors and scientists have won 3 Nobel Prizes, won them, not nominees, but they won them. Nobel Prize winning research. Okay, I'm FDA approved, allowed to say that this lengthens, shortens telomeres. It's quit cellular, it's literally stopped cellular aging. I can tell you that. The government does not give a patent on an idea. The government will only do a patent on proven science when it comes to a product like this. This is a patented, FDA approved product. It's unbelievable. I'm telling you. I gave it to my grandma a couple weeks ago. Her hair she's always had kind of darker hair. She's got some gray. Her hair is getting darker. Okay, she has more energy. I have more energy. I feel better. It helps with your immune system. So if you haven't tried this product, at least give it a 30-day shot. I promise you will feel a difference. So do you want to? I kind of pretty much explained it, so don't even worry about the video. But we do have a phenomenal video that you can send to people that pretty much just explained, and this video has won awards. So it's actually a pretty cool video. So if you can't explain it like that, we have the means to share this product with people. Everybody wants longer telomeres, they just don't know it yet. All right, Zen Body. All right, Zen Body is a holistic approach to weight loss. Now, I don't know if I've said this yet, but I'm an organic freak. I'm a weirdo. If it ain't organic, I don't want it. Okay, if it's not good for you, I don't want it. I breastfed from my daughter for almost 2 years. I'm one of those wacko women, and That's just how I believe. So when these products first came to me, the first thing I did is I took all the clinical studies, I took all the products, and I went to my holistic pediatrician that I've used since before I had Shayla, and I went to her and I said, I don't care how much this costs, I don't care how long it takes you, but I want you to look through these products and just make sure they're safe for me, that like my next kid's not going to grow like 3 arms, or that I'm going to like die in 5 years or something, or you know what I mean. So just let me know that they're okay. A couple weeks later, she finally got around to doing it. I called her back. She said, Sarah, these products are amazing. She's actually taking the next product I'm going to tell you about, the AM/PM. She gave me the free and clear. So that's another thing that I love. Okay, and what's great are these products. This youth enhancement system came to me just a couple months before my wedding. So I was looking for this. So when I got them, I just started. I went from taking no supplements to taking 12 a day. That's a big jump, okay? But it made me feel good. I felt great, and I had the clearance from my doctor. So Zen Body. Zen Body is a holistic approach to weight loss. Okay, this is our amino acid drink. We have a Zen Shake. These are supplements you take. And then the Zen Pro, which is our protein shake. I use the protein shake as a meal replacement, between lunch and dinner, or between breakfast and lunch when I'm hungry, but I really shouldn't eat. I'll make myself a shake. It's got 3 different types of protein in it. The chocolate uses an organic cocoa, and it's got probiotics in it. So it's just a really good balance. It tastes phenomenal, and I use that as a meal replacement. And then the Zen Shake, you take it 30 minutes before lunch and 30 minutes before dinner. If breakfast is your bigger meal, you need to do it for breakfast and dinner. Your 2 biggest meals a day, take it 30 minutes to an hour before that meal. And what it does is it helps to suppress your appetite a little bit in a natural way. There's only 3 ingredients. There's raspberry ketones, green tea, and African apricot seed. That's it. There's nothing else in it. It's all natural. So from myself taking it, what I noticed what it did is I had no sugar cravings. 0. And I am a sugar girl. I love making my little blueberry muffins or in the morning and stuff. So I really, 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 really love the Zen Shake. And then amino acid drink. Amino acids are what help your body produce endorphins. So that's something I actually use the product for. If I'm feeling down one day, or it's like rainy outside, or I had a bad night, or I got in an argument with my husband or something, I'll pop an amino acid drink. And what's great is they don't have any dye in these drinks. And dye is actually any type of red dye. Like I won't let my daughter have anything with dye in it because it messes with your brain. It neurologically will mess with you. So what's great is this: you don't pour this into your drink and it turns it red. Okay, that's a little side note for my craziness. But the amino acids are actually to help your body to repair after working out and to help burn fat. So I like it because it makes my water taste better and it makes me feel happy and it helps with repair when I'm working out. So that's pretty much the Zen Fit. Works great. And they're actually, if you remember our old products, the core line, they're actually going to, with Mark McDonald, he's working on putting those 2 products together. And we're going to do something called a Project 8 at the beginning of the year. They're going to mix our old product with our new product, and it's just going to be a phenomenal thing. So they're launching that at the beginning of the year. AM and PM essentials. If right now, someone came to me and said, Sarah, you can only choose 1 product. You have to only take that 1 product, and that's it. It would be this product. I love AM and PM. I actually got to meet the doctor when I was in Singapore. His name is Dr. Vincent Chiapapa. After he graduated from medical school, he spent 12 years developing this product. Last year he was a Nobel Prize nominee. And basically what he told me, I said, listen, I can't reiterate everything you just said. That's a lot of information. But he said, Sarah, listen, in the morning you have genes that need to wake up, and at night you have genes that need to go to sleep. So if you're taking a multivitamin right now, and it's the same formula in the morning and the same formula at night, it's not working because your body doesn't work that way. So basically, whatever's in the AM pill, it's what you need in the morning to get the B vitamins. You'd have to go to the top nutritionist in town and get a prescription for the top 50 supplements to get what you're getting out of these supplements. Okay, so the AM, all the nutrition, actually, right here. I like to do this at my meetings. I had someone one time go, I'm telling corporate they don't have any of the ingredients, but if you see right here, that's everything that's in this product. It says it right here, it's all natural, it's preservative free, and I am obsessed with these. If I don't take it, I feel it, I don't have the same energy. Everything has improved with me. At night, and since I was this little, My grandmother was the same way, my father's the same way, and I explained that to him. I go, why does the PM make me sleep? What's in it? Is there something in it that's like putting me to sleep, knocking me out? Am I gonna get addicted to it? He's like, Sarah, you don't understand. That's a DNA thing. He goes, does anyone else in your family have a problem sleeping? I'm like, yeah, actually, my grandmother, who's 89 years old, doesn't sleep. She'll stay up till 2 in the morning and wake up at 7 and barely sleep the whole night. He goes, well, that's a DNA problem. So there are DNA scavengers and DNA repair properties in this. So what happened is I've been taking it for the last couple of months, and it's actually repaired my DNA. So that's what's great. And then it has things in it that will naturally help my body put it in a state of rest. It doesn't actually put me to sleep, the PMs I'm talking about now. You take 2 in the morning, 2 at night. When people come to my meetings, I'm not a doctor. I can't explain it the way he does. There's every clinical trial study. You can read about it. You know what I do? I share the product. I give someone 2 days worth of the AM PM. Every single person I have given that AM PM to, every single person has gotten on it and gotten on auto-ship. It's a phenomenal, amazing product. All right, go to the next one. Now, I'm going to get into the compensation plan very quickly. It's a lot of information for one night. They actually have a 7-minute video, so if you're getting into this or you're thinking, okay, I'm going to start doing a meeting, you can read off the back of this flip chart, share your story, and they have a 7-minute compensation video now that explains the entire compensation plan in 7 minutes. So that's what I like, is they actually have that tool for us now. Now, there are 6 ways to make money in this business. That's great because in my other companies, there's one way, and that is the owner doesn't make anything for the first 5 years, and all the employees make 9 to 5s. Okay, anyone here ever been in sales? All right, I've been in sales, and I know people who would work all day long just to make a $51 bonus. All day long for a $51 bonus. Now, I wasn't in crazy sales, but selling big things. I was a fitness counselor selling fitness regimens to people from a gym. Okay, so I would work all day long hoping I could just make one $50 sale that day to help with my pay that week. Now, this business, the first way to make money is retail profit. You can skip to the next page, please. Retail profit, this is wonderful that this is actually attainable for us. In our last business, this was pretty obsolete. Like we didn't really have this in our last business. Things have changed in the last couple of years. If you're getting started in this business again, 5 years ago was a totally different game than it is now. Technology is king, okay? In my apparel business that I own, I have had 3 websites. I'm launching my 3rd website since 2011. I have spent over $50,000 just on a website and hosting fees, okay? It's ridiculous the money you have to pay for a good website. Well, when you sign into this business, there's a $49.95 enrollment fee. And when you get that, when you pay that enrollment fee, you become a distributor or a wholesale customer, okay? But when you first sign in, you're gonna get a website. This website is state-of-the-art. They have spent hundreds of thousands of dollars on this website, and they just launched a new one last month. So what'll happen is if you have someone who's interested in the product, they don't want no strings attached, they just wanna buy it at retail, all right? They can go right to your website, just like Amazon, just like any other skincare line they can buy online. They click products, check out, put their credit card information in, put their billing information in, it ships from Orlando, and it's to their house within a couple of days. The company is going to pay you the difference in wholesale retail. If you sell 1 bottle of serum, that's $51. You sell 1 box of Instant Ageless, 31 bucks. Out the door. Nothing out the door to you. That's unbelievable. You know how many people I know that work so hard to make that money? All right, and then these people love this product. Most people that get into a product line, not saying selling anything, just start using a product line. They, on average, stay with that product for a minimum of 10 years. Okay, you're talking residual income for 10 years. This business is very friendly to customers. All right, this industry is a $500 billion industry with 7 billion people in the world. In our industry, network marketing, the top 5 companies, one of them that's been around for over 100 years, 3 of them are in the beauty and anti-aging. All right? And this year, in our 5th year, we're going to make $1 billion in annual sales. All right, and we just launched in the United States, so that's what's great. You're in the forefront of this. Their goal is to get up to $20 billion a year by 2020, so this will be a legacy company. This isn't a company that's just going to be around. We're in our 5th year. Most companies start doing this their 5th year, if they've made it this far. We're doing this right now. We grew 178% this year. Okay, that's pretty big. That's pretty good in our 5th year. All right, so that's wholesale retail. You go to their website, you buy it, you get the difference in wholesale retail. Second way to get paid is you get 2 preferred customers and your product's paid for you. This is a great little program that they have. When you're getting to this business, if you are going to be a business builder and not a customer, like I said, this is a very customer friendly. All right? So if you're showing this to someone and they have no interest in the business, don't push it too hard. Go ahead and recruit them as a customer. Because if you sign someone in who is not mentally in a place to become a distributor, guess what they'll do? They're going to get angry and they're going to leave and they're going to get off auto ship. If you qualify someone and realize, okay, they just want to be a customer, sign them in as a customer. They will stay on auto ship for 10 years, okay? It's a lot better. And then sometimes those people who didn't expect to sell anything, guess what? I found a BB cream from MAC that I'm obsessed with. I literally have 15 of my girlfriends that drive 20 minutes to Gainesville to buy it every 2 months. Because guess what we like to do, ladies? We like to share the products that we use, the products that work. So they're going to naturally share it with their friends and family anyway. So get 2 preferred customers. The first way to become a customer is retail. Go right to your website. Second way is to become a preferred customer. All right, they can go to your website, click on preferred customer. They're going to save 10% off of retail. All right, and if you get 2 preferred customers who are on auto ship, the company is going to send you 2 free bottles of serum, which you will find out is our liquid gold. You will get. The only argument I have with my husband now is who took the serum, because it's our flagship of our skincare line. So you'll get 2 bottles of serum, and you will not have to pay for auto ship each month. Another thing is our auto ship is so affordable. The minimum that you have to order each month to get paid is 80 points worth of volume, all right, or 60 points worth of volume. So is it 60? 60 points worth of volume, and it equates to about $100 a month. And the great thing is, it's just not one product that's coming to your door and it's stacking up in the corner of one of your bedrooms. What's great is we have an entire product line. So if you're going to get started, maybe get a basic package, basic skincare, try the skincare. Next month, try the AM/PM. Month after that, try the Affinity. So that's what's wonderful, is you can bounce around to our different products, find what you like, and move on. So you can go to the next one. New customer acquisition bonus. Basically, this is a bonus to help people get started in business, start making some income. Every time you sponsor someone in the business, if this person, let's say it's someone who wants to actually build a business, their first order has to be minimum of 100 points. Okay, so a basic skincare package, that's 100 points. You sponsor someone with a basic skincare package, not only will you get those points, but you'll get a $25 customer acquisition bonus. It's like a first order bonus. Whenever someone signs in, they make a first order, you get a bonus. In our first month that Janess bought us, we signed in 9 ambassadors. We got 500 points. We got a 200. This has actually changed. It's now they've lowered the price, and they lowered the price of that, so it's actually $200 now. But so that's a pretty big bonus. You sign someone in, you get $200 just for that first order. So we can go to the next one, please. Team commissions. All right. Team commissions is pretty much like our huge piggy bank. Okay. This compared to our last venture, it is more than doubled than the last company I was with as far as how much you can make in team commissions, and it's way much more attainable. So in our last thing we did, you'd have to have like five different people that were making money, and you had to personally enroll them, and it was really hard to max out at this bonus, realistically. This bonus, you can literally put 2 team members on. I call them team members, not distributors, because really you're looking to build a team of people to help you run, to run with you. They're not your employees, they're on the same team. So you put 1 person on your left, you put 1 person on your right, and you help them do the same thing. This business, the foundation of this business is going executive. When you have the most important person in your business is the last person you enrolled. Don't get that out of your head. Don't sign someone and run away. You sign them in, you help them get started the right way, help them sign 2 people in. You do that consecutively. You put 6 people on your left, 6 people on your right, you're at Sapphire. So let's say in your first week, you sponsor your best friend, your coworker. Your best friend orders a package, 300 points. Your coworker signs in, signs a couple of people in, you get 600 points. That's called a cycle. Every time you get 300 points on one side and 600 points on the other side of your business, those points are going to cycle, and the company is going to pay you $35. You can cycle up to 750 times a week, which will max out at $26,250. Okay, and there's no other catch to it. There's no, oh, you have to have 5 people that you sponsor that are, no. If you, let's just say, you put, now your upline is also going to be helping you build one of your legs. This is a team, everybody's got 2 legs. So your upline is going to be putting people underneath you too, and you can acquire those points as long as you stay active. So let's say you put someone in that leg, your upline's helping you build it, and then you put a rock star that just gets it, because there are a lot of people out there that just get it. and they get in, guess what? If that person starts moving product and those product turns to points, you can max out with signing 2 people in and max out at $26,000 a week. Now I'm saying that's just a big number, but you can do it. That's the thing. It's attainable. You don't have to sign 1 million people in. Start with 2 and move on. Okay? So go to the next one, and also sign customers in. Please focus on signing customers in, people who just want to use the product, because those people won't ever leave. They will stay on auto ship and they will love this product. Okay? The 4th way to make money is a leadership matching bonus. And I'm going to stop with this one because the other ones, there's pretty much when you get higher in the company. But the leadership matching bonus, this is basically, you're going to get rewarded for helping your team be successful. So for every person that I sponsor, once I become Jade, being Jade is very simple. You sign 4 people in your business and you help them sign 2 people in. Become an executive. Remember, how do you become an executive? Put 1 on the left, 1 on the right. All right? So you sign 4 people in that have become executive. Once you hit Jade, you're going to start making 20% on every single person you've sponsored. I know you said you had to go. No, you're good. Go ahead, honey. It's very nice to meet you. Drive safe. And I love your socks. So, all right.
Sorry, you guys.
No, it's okay.
Thanks.
It's very nice to meet
Nice to
you.
meet you.
Yes.
Yeah.
So every person that you sponsor in the business, once you hit Jade Executive, you're going to start making 20% of their pay. All right, so every time they cycle, you're going to start making 20% of that cycle. So let's say I signed Kelly in, and in 3 weeks, Kelly starts blowing things up, and let's say you're cycling 10 times a week. So I'm going to start making, every time she cycles, I'm going to make 20% of that. I'm going to make $7.50 every time she cycles. Now let's say she goes Sapphire the next month. Now she's starting to cycle 20 times a month. Just think about how fast, every time she cycles, I cycle. Okay? And I'm getting those points too. So that just shows you how fast you start developing money in this business and developing
Sarah,
leaders.
can you go back to say how you got to Jade?
Okay.
You said
To
you
go
signed
Jade.
4 people.
Mhm.
So I would sign 4 people, and then 2 of those people have to sign 2 people to become exec. Is that how?
How to become an executive is their initial order has to be minimum 100 points. So pretty much a basic package at least. And then now they're active. You need to get them on auto ship.
Right.
So then they need to sign in 1 person on their left and 1 person on their right. They personally sponsor them.
Right.
Okay? And then you need to do that 4 times. So 2 people on your left, 2 people on your right.
Okay.
All right? And then what you're going to do next is go down in there, identify leaders, because not everyone's going to be a leader. Identify. That's going to save you a lot of headaches in this business. Learn to identify a leader, someone who has an entrepreneur, just that they're natural. Even if they're not an entrepreneur, they have that just mindset. They want something that's bigger than them. All right. Fear. People who live in fear. People who are afraid of stepping out of their comfort zone. Fear keeps you in prison. Hope is what sets you free. Just even hoping that one day you're going to be successful. Well, you have to do something to do that. What are you not doing today that's going to make your life better tomorrow? You've got to do something different. Okay, so once you go Jade, that's 4. And then to go Pearl, you have to do 6. And then, to go Pearl, you do 6. And then Sapphire, you need 12. So 12 people on your left, 12 people on your right who have all gone executive. And it's very simple. And the average weekly paid Sapphire, they make on average $1,200 a month. Now that can do a lot of things. Devin and I, when we got into this business, we asked ourselves, our upline told us, what is your why? Why are you doing this? You need to figure out why you're building this business. Your why is what keeps you going. Our why at the time, because we didn't have a kid, was to pay the mortgage payment. Mine was just to make money. I had nothing going on. But Devin's was to pay his mortgage payment. He had a $1,200 a month mortgage payment. So that was our goal, is to hit that. Well, guess what? We wrote that goal down. We wrote a day of when we were going to hit Gold Executive, because that was equivalent to Sapphire. And we hit it before the day, because we wrote it down on our calendar and we did activities that would get us there. You know how nervous I was for my first meeting? 2 people showed up, and one of them was the person I sponsored. And I was nervous. I was sweating down my hip bones. And I stuttered through the whole thing, but guess what? They signed in. They got it, okay? People will see that you believe in something and they're going to follow you, okay? So we can just go on to the last couple of, go to the next one, All right, this is a great bonus. There are lifestyle bonuses, the trips that they give us. I've been on one. It was to the huge convention that they had, the Expo Unite out in Singapore. Flew me there for free, put me up in the most amazing hotel, one of the most amazing hotels I've ever been in Singapore. And that's a place that I never would have gone. Like, who wants to go to Singapore? I didn't even know about Singapore. Do you know that country's only 50 years old? I mean, 0% crime rate. I didn't see a cop for one day. I was there for 7 days. It was insane. Like, it's just the most beautiful city I've ever been in. So their travel incentives, it's a pretty cool plan that they have. It's attainable for everyone. At our last venture, you had to hit ranks to get free trips. And hitting ranks can take time. Okay, this is a 2 to 5 year plan. This isn't a get-rich-quick thing. You have to say that you're going to do this for 2 years. And if you have a bad week or you have a bad day, take a couple days off. You're your own boss. That's okay. But just get back into it. Don't quit. So with this business, they have a travel incentive where every time you sponsor someone, it matters what package they come in on. So whether it's a basic package, you get 5 points. If it's an ambassador package, you get 25 travel points. Once you get enough travel points, they're going to give you free trips. So there's a free trip. You can actually, it's very attainable, because if you sign in enough people, you're getting started now. You have I don't know like where you guys are at, but if you can sign in about 10 ambassadors by the end of January, you can qualify for a free Mediterranean cruise. Well, they'll fly you, your husband, they'll pay for the cruise, they'll pay for your food, they give you gifts while you're there, they take you on free dinners, free events. It's just, they treat you like kings and queens. Now you tell me what job is going to send you on a Mediterranean cruise. Okay, I mean, and I just heard a thing that they had these hangouts with Janess, where our visionary officer, Wendy's son, spoke yesterday. They had to rent 3 cruise ships for this trip in April. 3 of them. That's how many people are hitting that. It's because it's so attainable. You don't have to be a diamond executive to get free trips to the Mediterranean. If you're doing the right things, they're going to reward you for it. So that's what's so great.
So when you're saying that, you would have to get 10 people, so you individually would have to get 10 people,
Sponsor.
not the people you sponsor,
Right.
those don't count.
Right.
It's you actually signing 10 people, 5 on each side.
There are 3 different ways to actually earn these trips. But for people usually starting out, you can hit a rank and get it. Then cycles, you can have a certain amount of cycles a month plus 100 points that you get from signing people in. They call them travel points. And then, but the most attainable way for you right now to do it is by signing people in. I'm pretty sure this trip is 400 points. So you need 400 travel points to earn this trip. It's that simple, just by signing people in. And then they had like the Black Friday thing where you buy a package and they gave you 50 points. Like, so there's other ways to earn it, but they make it, it's like a cool goal you can have, My girlfriend took a test and passed the test at her other job, and they gave her and her family a trip to Hawaii. You know what I mean? But she had to do things to hit that. You're not going to get these things for free. So I want to thank you guys for coming tonight and listening to me. But I hope I didn't bore you at all. But do you have any questions? Anybody? Any questions or?
Where on the website would we find information like on travel?
Travel?
Travel points, and what does that equate to? What package equates to what? And
That is a very good question.
Did you post, is that in our group, Melanie? So if you search in the art, I know something's posted in our story, but I don't remember where it came from.
I'll put it in there tomorrow.
So
I'll
it's
put it
on
on
the
group tomorrow.
website. I know it's on the website.
And that's the good thing is you've got some great leadership too. I mean, a lot of people don't have what you guys have here, where you have someone that you can cling to and run with. I can't tell you, like when I got started again, my upline was just now getting back involved. Like this last week, I went and helped them do their first meeting. How crazy is that? 10 years later, looking back, So what you guys have is very powerful, that you have people who are successful right now, or have been successful in network marketing, and they're going to run with you and they're going to support you. And a lot of people don't have that in this industry. Okay, so make sure that you take advantage of that and you help them and you run with them and you be a leader. If they're doing, you want to look at the person next to you and you want to be better than them. You want to do more than they're doing. That's how you win. Okay, it's just doing things that are, just get uncomfortable. Sweat a little bit. That's all.
So one of the questions I have is, how do you get, because I've signed up 3 people, but on one side I have 2 that I've signed up, the other side I have 1 that I signed up, I have 6 other people underneath there. How do those just randomly show up on the meeting?
That's a good question. So in this business, it's a binary. The word binary means two.
Right.
So you have a left side and you have a right side.
Right.
All right. So if you think about it, your upline has a left side and a right side. So your upline, whether this might not even be your sponsor, it might be the person who sponsored her or the person who sponsored them. When they have someone to enroll, they have a left leg and they have a right leg.
Okay.
So what they're going to do is, let's say this right leg starts to take over their left leg. So when the next person they sign in, guess where that person's going to go? On the bottom of your left leg.
Okay. Okay.
Okay. So that's what's great is you have it. That's why they call it team commissions. So any of those people that they put underneath you, whatever product they order, as long as you stay active and on auto ship, you're going to acquire those
I keep
points.
getting points, yeah.
So now, so that's your left side that has this 3 extra people.
Yes.
Okay. So let's say, right, do you know how many points you have built up on that one leg?
I think right now I have 401 and 114 on the other.
Okay, so what'll happen is once 200 more points comes through your left leg, and another 200 points comes through your right leg, it'll cycle.
Right, because I have already got one cycle.
Right.
So that's okay. I just was wondering because I look and I'm thinking, I don't even know this person.
But how cool is that?
Yeah, and it's been cool.
Now let's say one of those people gets it, because they will. I mean, this is still ground floor. That's what I love meetings like this that are intimate, because it just brings back so many memories of when I got started in Monavie. And you guys watch. Get through that first 6 months, that learning curve. That learning curve can be difficult. A lot of people can't handle it. You know what I mean? Get through that first 6 months, fall in love with these products, attend these meetings, learn the language. If you know anybody in sales, you know why a lot of people in sales have to be an intern at first? Is because they have to learn the language. They have to learn how to even speak like these people speak. You know, so come to these meetings. It doesn't matter if you don't have anybody. Events are so important. Your whole business is revolved around points. If you haven't yet, you need to just book your ticket. Like if this is something, like if you're in it and you're going to build this business, I'm going to tell you right now, you got to be in Vegas in April. There's a leadership conference going on in April. You have to be there. Like there's no ifs, ands, and buts about it. And who doesn't want to go to Vegas?
Me, I spent so much time today.
Oh, you're fun.
Sorry. We built an office out there and I was every 3 weeks down there. Yeah, it was awful.
And you guys are a lot closer than we are. Well, think about it. We're trying to get pregnant right now. I'm going to be straight up pregnant in Vegas. Okay, and I'm still going. Okay? So that should be fun. So, yeah, just make sure. But you're going to get so much from those events. You'll come, what I've heard, and it's very true, is for every butt that you have in a seat is a minimum extra $1,000 a year. Minimum. Because when people come back, they're so fired up. This business now, in this industry, a lot of companies slow down in the wintertime. And the companies let it happen because that's just what always happened in most industries. Almost all industries except for people, who are buying gifts for people. Like retail, it doesn't slow down, it speeds up. But in this business, it slows down because their attention's turned. Jeanette's put on a huge event, our biggest event ever in the United States, sold out 4,000 people in Orlando in November of last month. Okay? They did that because they're changing the game. They're not going to let it slow down. We had a record-breaking month in November. Record-breaking. Okay? And now in December, it's still growing. I'm here in December. Most people don't do this in December. Okay? And what's the busiest time of year in the health industry? January. Look what we're going into. Everybody is going to be spending money. Think about it. Women, men, okay? You have at least once or twice a year that you're going to get on some type of weight loss kick. You got a wedding dress to fit into. You got a cruise you're going on. You got a trip you're going on. Something. Or you just want to get healthier. At least once or twice a year. Why not do a holistic version of that? Something that is proven to work. They're going to spend the money. Everyone's already spending money on skincare. They're already spending money on supplements. They're already spending no one even knows about tell them about telomeres. They don't even know they have telomeres. All right? It's called deferring their spending habits. Transfer their spending habits. Spend it on something else. But guess what? Our product has a 30-day money-back guarantee. So you really have nothing to lose. But they're already spending the money. When you walk into a Macy's, what's the first thing you see? Beauty. Skincare. Anti-aging. It's a $500 billion industry. The #1 category in anti-aging, guess what it is? Men. So this is a men's business. You guys really do care what you look like. You really do care. My husband's a farmer. Okay, he doesn't like to admit it, but he does. He cares. Men are very insecure. I mean, it's surprising. No. When it comes to the way they look, because they don't like to show it. It's not acceptable to show that, you know, I'm not manly. Okay, especially in the farming community that I live in. But Devin, I mean, he cares how he looks, you know, and we take a picture and double chin. He doesn't let me post the picture. You know, men care, you know, so don't underestimate sharing the youth enhancement system, not a skincare line, a youth enhancement system with a gentleman. I met 3 people last night. One of them that are coming back to the Kansas City meeting that I'm doing tomorrow night is a guy. Okay? So that's the great thing. Everybody is interested in this. Especially share the product. Do not be, another reason we were so successful in Monady is very easy to share. And if you're not sharing the product with people, it's just what you're telling them. Every person I've given AM/PM to has gotten on it. I'd say
So
about...
how do you do that? I mean, do you just buy little baggies?
Okay,
or?
there are, I know there's a picture online, you can look, but there's these little clear bags, you know, it has a little white thing, and you pull the little white thing off and it's sticky, and you fold it over. It's like apparel bag that people would use. You know what I'm talking about? You can get it from Uline. It's just a plastic bag, uline.com. It's like a packing website, and you get it within like a day. You can order it and get it within a day. And it's very cheap, like packing products, boxes and plastic bags and stuff, envelopes. It's just a clear bag, like a poly bag, and I put 1 vanilla, 1 chocolate of the protein shake, because they come in little packets, so those are easy to share. Then I put 1 watermelon, 1 fruit punch of our amino acid, and then I put 2 days worth of the shake. So I have one of those if someone's interested in trying the Zen. And then I have the 7-day serums. I have the sachets that I could put in a little box with my instructions. And then I do have the nutritional side where you can also on there buy those little Ziploc bags. They're like this big, and they're perfect for pills. You can buy them, they're that big, and they're so cheap. And I'll put my little supplements in there and put them in. But you just want to look professional. I mean, this is a business. You know what I mean? You don't want to be just handing people stuff, throwing it in a Publix bag or, you know, grocery bag and giving it to them. You know? So just invest a little bit in your business. Get home. Get your, you know, make sure you got the product. The product's not going to do anything sitting on the floor. So make sure you're using it and you're sharing it. You know, when you make money, we invest back into your business. You know, buy a little bit. But trust me, in our apparel line, in the first year, we spent over $300,000 launching that business. And I still have not made any profit. It takes 5 years in most businesses to make any profit, okay? That's why most companies don't make it to their 2nd year in business, all right? So this business, the startup rate is $1,200, the maximum startup rate, $1,200 bucks. And you're getting products for that you can in return, you can sell it, you can share it with people, and this is a product that works, and it works quick, and people are gonna get back on. Okay, so this tonight was an Indio. This is like, you know, pretty much a business product meeting. I also do customer-friendly meetings. You know, I do facial parties where I have to get RSVP, where I have girls come over, and I offer free facials where they can come over and everyone puts on, you know, the mask takes 20 minutes to dry. So as the mask is drying, that's when I do my product presentation. Just on the product. I don't talk about money, business, nothing. I do mention, listen, there is potential, and if you do end up sharing this product with people, you can make income. Done. And I go right back. Because these women who are coming there, they're coming there for a facial. When you walk into Walmart or you walk into Target, are you going to Target to sign an application?
No.
You're walking into Target to buy a product. So you want to also be there. Get customers. So I'll do like once every 10 days, I'll do a business building, an India, new distributor orientation, like this. And then once every another 10 days, I'll do a facial party. We're doing a really fun Christmas thing where I have a girl who does my hair, is amazing, and I have a girl from a Mac counter coming over, and we're going to do a free facial. So it's going to be a beauty party. So the girl's going to get up, and she's going to teach. She taught me how to do this like 3 weeks ago. So she's going to come over, teach all the girls how to curl their hair, and then how to do a quick pinup, 15-minute presentation, 20-minute presentation for her. Then I'm going to let every girl do a facial, and as their thing's drying, I'm going to do my presentation. And then the next girl's going to come up from MAC, and she's going to teach girls how to contour and how to do easy eyes and put the lashes on with a model there. And then we're going to have wine and hang out. So you have to find just creative, fun ways where people want to come back. They want to bring your friends. You know what I mean? And when I have those parties, 90% of people become a customer. 90%. Every girl wants it.
And these are like cold call type people, or are they people that you have known?
When I first got in, I was kind of doing it the old way where I would pretty much just, I don't care if you didn't want to become a distributor, you need to become a distributor. But as I started going to these events, I was learning how they've made it the way it is now. And, you know, with this industry, people stay on these products for so long, you know, make that residual income for that long. So they said, listen, at least make it available where someone could come over and they could just learn about the products. You know, you don't want to do them all the time. I make them, so I do them once a month or every 10, 15 days where it's not happening every week. So the girls, my distributors that I have right now, you're going to have people who are just interested in the products. So then they can come over at that point, you know, or you have two girlfriends come over and do the same thing, you know. But just mix it up, do something fun, you know. But it's usually friends, distributors that have people who are interested in strictly product. And later on, they might be interested in the business. Now, to become a wholesale customer, it's just like signing in as a distributor. So you'll have to have them sign in as a customer, and then they remain a wholesale customer as long as they're not doing distributor-like activities. So the second they sign someone in, now they're considered a distributor. But if they want to get the wholesale prices, $59, the best deal they're ever going to get is their first order. So make sure if they're interested in the skincare, get them the basic skincare package, because they're literally saving, like, they'll never get it that cheap again. So just get them the basic skincare package, and then bam, they're a customer. The second they sign someone up, they're a distributor. If you get 5 customers in your business that are just customers that are on auto ship, whether they're preferred customers, retail customers, or wholesale customers, your executive check match will go up by 5 or 10%. If you get 10 customers, it's 10%. So you could potentially make up to 35% executive check match versus 20. So every time your personal cycle, you could start making $10.50 versus 7. So, I mean, there are so many ways. You know, that's another reason why customers are good. To have, you know, if you buy the founders package, you have to have a certain amount of customers each month to even participate in, you know, every couple times a year, they offer something called a founders package, where you can buy, it's like a $2,000 package worth of products. But then there's a pool that they put together where it's like 3% of the company's generated volume, and they split it between all the founders. But in order to have that, you have to have customers to qualify for that founders bonus, whether you bought the package or not. So it's always good to have customers. Yeah.
Great training, great products, great everything.
It's my perspective. It's a little scatterbrained, but I've always been that way, and it always worked. You know, I'm not a professional speaker, but I'm growing every day. So, you know, you take a couple years off, and it takes time. But I love it. I mean, this is fun. You know, especially when you become a mommy and life gets so redundant. You know, for me to jump on an airplane and go hang out with awesome women. And I learned from them too. You know, just being, we just got together right now, but, you know, I know Kelly's going to teach me so just with your nutritional background. I can't wait to pick your brain. I can't wait to just sit down and talk to you. You know, I learned Elena from Kansas City. She taught me so much at our leadership training last night. You know, so you can, anything you go to, anyone you meet in this business, they're going to teach you something. You know, you just have to be open to learning. And Periscope's great too. Follow leaders on Periscope. I follow Cedric Harris. He's awesome. Renita, I'm sure you guys all know Renita. She's amazing on Periscope. Steve and Gina Merritt are great on Periscope. Who else is on there that I watch all the time? Jason Bourne is awesome. He is one of the best speakers I've ever heard. He's just so relatable. Trying to think who else. Holly's done some good Periscopes. I do Periscope. I'm DS Robinson if you ever want to watch Devin and I. My husband does the best presentation. He will turn every man on. Every farmer, blogger that has come over to my house, every one of them are taking these products. The AM and PM are very, very popular with the men. That is a man's product too. The men love that product. So, and the skincare too. They just don't want to admit it. You know, they just don't want to admit it. I'll get home and he won't have any serum. He's like, gosh, I couldn't wait to get home, babe. I ran out of serum. I'm like, thanks. I missed you too.
Thank you.
All
Wasn't she awesome? If you are ready to join this awesome team, she's on our team. Just go to my story, myjourney.JeannesseGlobal.com. I'll pull you into our private Facebook group and we'll get you started.
Every time I do it, I say some word tonight. You know, people want to see this. People want to see